Hello, anybody who might be there lurking? Hello, anybody who might be there lurking? I'm gonna try this music. Hopefully that's not too loud. Alright, so hello, this is creative streaming, my first. So I'm working on this giraffe. It's supposed to be a giraffe, and it will be a giraffe when I finish. I'm left-hander, in case you didn't see that. I put it in the title, so of course you saw that. I'm new to this, as you can tell. Anyway, hello and welcome. That music still sounds loud to me. Okay. That's better. Alright, so I just did that and need to do it 2 more times. Yep, that's 3. Muses? Oh, hi, Muses. How are you? How are you? It's going okay. I'm just behind, but it's going okay. It's going okay. I'm just behind, but it's going okay. Oh, I finished the head. Oh, I finished the head. I need to try to finish this week, actually, because I decided that it's going to be a gift for someone. I need to try to finish this week, actually, because I decided that it's going to be a gift for someone. Wait, did I miscount that? Okay. Yes, I did. In my case, there's a birthday party coming up for my friend's 4-year-old. I think she's turning 4. My friend's 4-year-old. I think she's turning 4. I miscounted somewhere, so I have to. 1, 2. Did I skip one? Looks like I skipped one. Guess I gotta go back. Looks like I skipped one. Guess I gotta go back. Hi, people! How's your day? How's your day? I see that. Thank you. Do you guys crochet too? Or do another craft? Do you guys crochet too? Or do another craft? Yes, it's a giraffe head at the moment. Yes, it's a giraffe head at the moment. This stuffed animal is my little buddy. I named him Wolfric. This stuffed animal is my little buddy. I named him Wolfric. Cool. I need to try to knit some more. I was doing it. I need to try to knit some more. I was doing it. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I mainly crochet. This is what I made. I mainly crochet earlier, the last month's amigurumi, along. That's my elf. Thank you. Thank you. I wish I could draw. That's something that I've always wanted to do, but my skills are like non-existent and I don't know how to learn. I've tried. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, that's too bad. I think that's because I allowed desktop audio. If I turn it off, you won't be able to hear music. You won't be able to hear music. Or maybe, is that any better? I just did. Okay, good. So that fixed it. And you can hear the music? So anything exciting happening on your weekend? Stitch and play. Wow, that sounds good. I don't play, but sleeping all weekend. That might be nice. Alright, my count is right now. I just skipped a stitch earlier. Oh, I just read that you're sick. I'm sorry. That's not fun. We were going to see the Avengers, and then we found out that the Blu-ray actually comes out in August, so now we're like, maybe we should just wait. Because we buy the Blu-rays anyway. But we did see Black Panther, and that was like excellent. We really enjoyed it. And I love the speech at the end. My weekend is basically just gonna be relaxing, working on this, reading. And of course, playing something. Hopefully Pillars of Eternity 2, because I miss it. I'm actually watching a show on Netflix tonight that It's finally here. It's season 2 of Toys That Made Us, which I'm really into because it's actually really well done and it's interesting to me. But I'm most interested for the Lego episode, since I love Lego. Whole house is sick. Is it a cold? That's a bummer. Ouch. That doesn't sound good, but I'm glad that they're better. But yeah, I've kind of gotten back into reading, which is good because I hadn't been reading for a while. Mainly due to games, but I found the time, I started reading again, and I'm really excited about the current book I'm reading, which is the second book of a series that I started back in 2014, I think? Or 13. And it's the Diviner series from Liba Bray. What genre do I enjoy? I mostly read YA, actually, even though I can read adult books, no problem. I mean, I'm not a YA, but I still love YA books. Sometimes I get kind of sick of them, and then I'll move on to more mature stuff. But I still like fantasy, sci-fi. Those are what I mostly read. And also, historical fiction is fun to me. And contemporary on the occasion, when I feel like it. If you don't know what the Diviner series is, it takes place in the 1920s. It's kind of like a paranormal historical, I guess. Because there's these girls, no, one girl, and she's got this group of friends, and they all have powers. And they solve mysteries, basically. But it's kind of got spooky undertones. It's a lot of fun. And it's very well researched. So, like, the language is what they would have said in 1920s. So it's kind of neat, I think. And it takes place in New York City. Six. Yes, and on the topic of books, today is Towel Day. If there are any fans of Douglas Adams and Hitchhiker's Guide, you know what I'm talking about. Yes, Hitchhiker's Guide. It's one of my early favorites. Now I have to do 19 single crochets. What are your favorite genres, if you like to read? I've heard about her books, and I'd be interested in reading, but I haven't yet. I think I'm getting close. I have to recount because I lose track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I was close. Have you ever read Brandon Sanderson? I only read one book of his because he has so many. But I read the first book of Mistborn. It was very, very good. I'm trying to finish the body part today, and then I can work on the legs on the weekend. It's actually getting warm. I thought I would need a sweatshirt, but I guess I don't. Do you play games at all? When I saw my friend 2 weeks ago, she was like, "You have to play multiplayer starter with me." I still haven't installed the beta. I'm excited. I'm not a beta person. I don't generally play betas. But also, I've just been busy with other things, so. Blizzard games. Just WoW, I'm guessing? Or Overwatch? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Oh, Diablo. I was a huge fan of Diablo 1 and Diablo 2, but I still haven't played Diablo 3. I think part of that is because it's so different than the originals. I do intend to play it at some point, though. I don't play WoW because, though I love the art, I just don't have the money to commit to it because I just jump around and I only play sporadically. So I don't think it would be worth the money for me personally, just because I can't commit to MMOs. I'm just not an MMO person. I got Guild Wars 1 because I was so excited, like, oh, I don't need a subscription. At the time, that was like awesome to me and I wanted to support them. I played for a week and then just kind of forgot about it, so me and multiplayer games don't really mesh well, I guess. Warframe's free? I didn't know that. What's kind of crazy about Guild Wars 1 is I actually bought it from Half Price Books. There was a used copy. Quote, quote. So it might not have worked. But whoever had it didn't use the code, so the code was still valid and I got to play. Which I guess was good. I didn't have to return it or anything. I just wish I could have gotten more into it. But I tried. I mainly prefer single player or co-op. Yeah, I could see that working, but my husband doesn't like them either, so. I've just been playing Kirby lately and finishing up my last Professor Layton. As I love Nintendo consoles. Though I love PC games too. Hubby and I play a lot of co-op together. But not lately. We want to play this weekend though. Do you have any consoles or just PC? I have no idea what that song was from. I just turned on a playlist. I've been crocheting since 2013. And I'm actually sort of new to amigurumi. I've done this doll. I've done a stormtrooper. I've done a Yoda. And a frog. That's all. But it wasn't until the frog that I figured out how to sew pieces together. Because before sewing my pieces look terrible. But that's part of learning. I don't have the Stormtrooper because it was a gift. I have the Yoda in the other room. And I could grab the frog if you want to see it. But thank you for the kind comment. They say stitch tightly, so I go as tight as I can. Alright, I'll grab that in a moment. I need to grab the stuffing too, because I left it over there. I'll be right back. That's the frog. It was my sewing practice. So if you probably can't see on the camera, but each of these limbs was sewn differently until I figured it out. So yeah. Yeah, it's a cute tummy. This is kind of messed up though. But then again, he was my practice. I actually started with gloves, which were not good. It wasn't a beginner project to start with. So I tried fingerless gloves as my first project, and one of them was a lot tighter than the other, so they didn't actually fit. But I still have them tucked away to remind myself of the beginning. Aww. I bet it was cute. So I started with fingerless gloves, and then I did granny squares to make a blanket for my dog. And my dog never destroyed that thing. She loves it. She takes good care of it. Not a single rip. I'm very impressed. And then after that, I tried to do a basket, like a drawstring basket, to put my friend's gift in because I couldn't go to the store to pick up a gift bag. So like, I'll just make one. She thought it was clever. But it was kind of lopsided. And then after that, I made a scarf for another friend. And then I got more ambitious and made a huge blanket for another friend. Because I spent the night at her place once and she didn't have any blanket to give to me that was big enough for me sleeping there. So I was like, I need to make her a blanket. She liked it. It was very well appreciated. And then after that, I made 2 hats. Neither of them very good. And then I was just like fiddling around, learning how to shape things. And I made a pot holder for my in-laws. And the amiguramis. So that's about the history of my projects. Oh, and I made another pair of fingerless gloves that did fit. Because at that point I knew about tension. Okay, hi, look away, that's fine. I think I'll do some stuffing after this row. There were also times when I stopped crocheting because I wanted to learn how to knit. And I struggled with knitting being a left-hander. Like, it was difficult, but I really wanted to do squares from Lattes and Llamas is the website, and they have geek-along squares. I don't know if you've seen them, but if you knit and know how to double knit or want to learn how to double knit, their squares are awesome. So I really wanted to try some geek-along squares. And you can do it with crochet too. But I really wanted to make it look like theirs. So I tried and I tried, and I finally figured out, I came up with a way to make them, but it wasn't correct per se. So a few months after that, I went to a teacher to learn how to knit, and she was very helpful, but I haven't tried to double knit since then. and I just made 2 pot holders, and I need to get back to it, so. But I was able to make 6 double knitted squares, but I don't have 2 of them. And the other 4 are tucked away, unfortunately, so I can't show them. But they are on my Ravelry page, if you wanted to look it up. My username on Ravelry is PlayReadYarn, and you should be able to see them. I need to post more projects there, I just haven't. Which reminds me of the other project I forgot to mention earlier for crochet is I made a shawl this past summer. Okay, let's see, how many was that? Looks like 5. Okay, well, I should do some stuffing. And the only cross-stitching I did was one project that I designed on my own after doing a little practice piece to give to my best friend as her wedding gift. It actually came out pretty good. I didn't make mistakes because I did the practice piece first to make sure I wouldn't. But I bought one of those, it was already in a frame, so the fabric was already in a frame to put on a wall, so it was already ready, so I didn't have to worry about anything else, because I was so new to it, and I don't know how to do that yet. So, I did that project, and it took me several months, and it really hurt my fingers, and it actually hurt my wrist, and so I ended up getting carpal tunnel, like a mild form of carpal tunnel, because I was holding on to the frame, and that was causing a lot of tension, I guess. So, crochet didn't give me carpal tunnel. Well, to an extent it might have, because I was also doing the shawl at the same time to get that done for her wedding. But it was like the mixture of the two aggravated my wrist, and I couldn't crochet for like 2 months, which was sad. But then I picked up clover hooks instead of regular hooks, and this is very helpful to me. So I don't have pain anymore, which is good. I do still have to take it easy and try not to overdo it, but it did suck when I couldn't do it for 2 months. And sometimes, like, I couldn't even hold a controller, so I couldn't even game. Or I had to limit my gaming. It actually took me a really long time to learn how to crochet too, because I'm left-handed. So it took me a really long time for my brain to just figure it out. So I'd watch videos and then my brain had to reverse that so that I could do it. And then just one day it worked. And I was very happy. So then once I could figure it out, I found a great YouTuber for tutorials, and then the rest is history. And that YouTuber is Jada Stitches. She's super cute, and she has super cute stuff. And she's very slow, so you can see everything she does. It's a great way to learn. I didn't want to embroider the eyes like I did for her because it's a giraffe. So I just did knotted eyes. Because I still don't have plastic safety eyes, and it is going to a young girl just turning 4, which safety eyes would probably be fine, but I just don't have any. I should buy some. I'm excited to see what the June Ami Along will be. I'm kind of hoping for a dog, because I haven't done a dog yet. Or a cat. But I think if we ever got to do a cat, I would want to turn it into Kiki's cat from Kiki's Delivery Service. Because that's one of my favorite movies. I actually don't have the pattern printed because my printer doesn't work with my computer for some reason. I'm not sure why. It's not a driver issue. Well, it might be, but I don't know where the drivers would be because it's an old printer. I want to replace it, but for some reason it just doesn't work with my computer, which is kind of useless. So I can't print out the patterns, so I only wrote down the body part, and we're on the 7th row and there's only 11. So if I finish this, I might have to switch to a different project. Because the pattern isn't on the computer that I'm streaming from. So that's not a problem though. I do have another project that I can bring over. But this little girl that I'm giving this to, her favorite color is apparently yellow. So that worked out perfectly. So I thought for the skirt and the accessories, I would do colors close to yellow, so orange and red. Because I don't think she likes pink. Maybe she does, but I don't know her that well. So I thought orange and red might be better. And it's sunny, and she likes summer. Because all kids like summer. Just realized I wasn't in the camera. It's actually going to be a really good weekend, temperature-wise. It's supposed to be 70 degrees Fahrenheit Well, 70 to 71, so that's very nice temperature. So hopefully we'll go to the park and enjoy it. Because the past few weekends I wanted to go to the park and then it was raining. So, kind of ruined those plans. But not this weekend. I imagine there'll be a lot of people though. That doesn't bother me. It'll just be more crowded than it has been. But with summer, I kind of expect that. What I find interesting about amigurumi is it just seems like an odd shape right now. But then, it'll be transformed. And it'll be okay. I'm really glad I signed up for Ami Along though, because it's taught me various ways you can do amigurumi, which is neat. Because this one did not start with the magic circle. It's on the amigurumi.net website, and it's the Ami Along over there. So you actually have to pay to join. It's the same thing Beetle did, yes. It's that Ami Along. If you're interested in checking it out, it's amigurumi.net. Or is it amigurumipatterns.net? I can double check. Oh, you found it. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Oh. new to this, so I haven't done it before, but I think that's it. Maybe? Oh, it must be the auto mod. Yeah. Let's see if I can change that. Okay, well that works. I'll have to figure out how to allow I don't know if I'm gonna do every month, because I have no idea what future months will hold, or if I'll have time, obviously. But I do want the patterns, so I might as well stay subscribed. And there's some really cute patterns on that website too. And I would love to make more blankets for myself, but I have so many because I have a friend who also crochets, which is why I wanted to learn. And she just gave us a ton of blankets, like lap blankets. So I'm like, I want to make my own blankets, but we have a ridiculous amount. So I feel like, well, I don't want to clutter our place with blankets, because who needs so many blankets? But I would really like to. So maybe I'll make blankets to donate. Though I would love to make a special blanket just for us. So maybe I'll do that, and it'll just be huge to go on our bed, because most of our blankets are throw. Alright, let's see. I think that was 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. It was 8. Okay. Yeah, and some of them are free. I like her patterns too, so I just wanted to put that out there. That's good. Yeah, I thought it was neat, and I was like, I need to be in on this. And I like how every month it's a surprise and you just don't know what you'll be making. But it's always adorable. So you can count on that. Yeah, it is. And you learn different things, and it's nice because, like, this pattern is so much different than last month's pattern. And it's interesting in that way. I like how this one started with just a round. It starts with your chain stitches, and then you make single crochets into the chain stitches and around, and then it goes around. But I hadn't seen that with amigurumi before, so that's neat. Oh, cool. Yeah, I haven't been on Ravelry in a while. Yeah, it is. And then once I saw it, I was like, oh, well, it makes sense, because then it just makes this kind of shape, I guess. But with my frog, it was a magic circle, and his head is shaped like that. So it is interesting just to try out all these different shaping techniques. So I'm not skilled enough to do custom on these, but it would be neat in the future. Taking a water break. Okay, so we have 2 more rounds on the body. I was going to stream yesterday, but then I was in too much pain, so I didn't. I'd love to try perler art, but I'm not sure I have the patience for it. But then again, I guess the same could be said for cross stitch, and I've done that. And I would like to do more. Another craft I used to do, but I don't do now because I don't have a sewing machine. I used to sew. I made 2 little quilts. Those were my first projects. Not very good, but they mean a lot to me because I chose the fabrics and it was difficult for me. But I haven't sewn anything other than 2 quilts and 2 bags. But bags are pretty easy. It would be neat to sew clothes, but I have no idea how to do that. Or how to follow sewing patterns. It is fun though. Grime guards? What are those? Oh, and I've sewn pillowcases. That's super easy. Okay. Okay, so I was wrong. That was 8. So I still have more to go. I should have been tracking my rows better. Might have to add more stuffing soon. This song sounds very familiar. And yet, I've never heard of that. Apparently it comes from Magic Pango. The Quest for Color. That's interesting. crochet hook is getting squeaky. Probably just because of the tight stitches. Hello to anyone who just came in. I'm making a giraffe amigurumi. As part of the Ami Along on amigurumi.net. Welcome back. Hope his day was good. Busy. Yeah. Work can be. I'm just gonna count from the top because I completely lost count. Alright, that's 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus chain row is 46. So we're on 47 now. So 3 more. Actually gonna add more stuffing. So I miscounted, so I won't have to switch projects because this will take me to the end of my stream time. So I guess that's good. Hopefully there's no work on the weekend for either of you. We actually have a 3-day weekend because we're in the US. So it's Memorial Day weekend for us. And hubby has said that for his day off, he just wants to relax and play. I was like, okay. I can deal. Staying home. We'll be going out on Saturday and probably Sunday too, but on Monday we'll just stay home and relax, and that'll be nice. Like, our weekends are they always feel busy. So it'll be nice to just have that time. Part of me wishes we could stay home all weekend, but then I do want to go to the park. That'll be Sunday, and we kind of need to run errands, so that'll be tomorrow. But other than those, hopefully a short. I have to do something else on Sunday too. But hopefully there'll be short outings. I've actually never gone camping. We like the outdoors, but we don't want to stay in it. I would love to go hiking though, but I can't really do that anymore. I kind of joke that I love Breath of the Wild because I can climb mountains and ride horses, which I can't do in real life. Alright, so 2 more, and then the body will be done. So what kind of shows or movies do you like? I'm a huge Miyazaki fan. And Marvel. And Disney. Need to set it down for a moment. So are you in the US too, or? UK, Canada, another country? probably going to stream again next week. I typically want to stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But this Tuesday I'm not sure about because I have an appointment. But I'm trying out this time frame. Otherwise, I'll go back to 3:30 to 6:30 p.m. PST, PDT, whatever you want to call it. Apparently it's Pacific Daylight Time because it's not daylight savings. But I get confused, so like I want to just call it PST. But I'm trying to make that my schedule. Tuesdays and Thursdays. And the occasional Friday. Alright, so last row. Did my chat freeze? I think my chat froze. Oh, well now I see chat. Okay. I was scared there for a moment. Okay. Kids done, school. Animals, yeah. That's a busy house. I have a crazy dog. Well, I call her that, but I love her. She's just hyper, and she barks at a lot. And she can be very noisy, but thankfully, she has stayed quiet. Which is very nice. As the other day, she was barking up a storm. That could have something to do with there's no people around today, and yesterday there was, so. But I guess you weren't here when I asked what kind of movies and TV shows you like. I like pretty much all Disney, Miyazaki, and Marvel. Those are my favorites. I'm not one for horror, but that's nice. The only horror movie I actually saw was The Ring. And I saw it with a friend back in high school. We saw The Ring, and I came out of it like, that wasn't scary. I didn't understand the hype because I wasn't scared by it. Yeah, like everybody was crazy over it, and I was like, okay, because my friend wanted to see it at the time. So we saw it, and both of us were just like, yeah, that wasn't scary. Other than that, there was a horror movie I saw in college, because I felt like it. And I watched the Japanese version of Parasite Eve. That was scary. I think there only was a Japanese version. I don't think there was any other version. But that creeped me out. And I remember I was in college sitting on my sofa at the time, and a friend came to visit, and he sat down to watch what I was watching. He was like, "Why are you watching that?" And I just laughed. Because he was disturbed. And he only came in and he like saw 10 minutes, and that was enough. My answer was, I was curious. Just curious. Hands are starting to hurt. There was one horror game I really loved back on the GameCube. That was Eternal Darkness. That one was fun. It's the only game that I played and made me scream. When the sanity meter got low and crazy stuff happened. Oh yeah. I watched some. It can be fun. I've watched people play Amnesia, though I'll never play it myself. Well, that's the end of the body. I'm just gonna stuff it a little more. Well, and there's games that I don't consider horror, but definitely thriller, I guess. And that's Last of Us. But I really like that game. I don't actually know what it would be considered, but to me it's a thriller. Alright, so progress. My next step is the legs. So I'm going to be working on that on the weekend. And then come back next week with probably the outfit and accessories, or finishing the leg if I don't finish it on the weekend, but I should. So that's what it looks like right now. And I think I'm done. But I'm gonna find someone to raid, and do our very first raid. Okay, so I need to find out who's on right now. So I'm gonna check. Yeah, I think it will be. Thank you. Alright, let's see. One Up Girl is still going, and she's great, and I like her. And we should say hi. So, let's say hi to One Up Girl. If you haven't seen One Up Girl before, she's great. She's actually doing crochet today. Usually she does purlers. Just gotta make sure I type this right. Alright, I think that's good. Alright, so we are going to raid One Up Girl and say hi. Thank you for coming and thank you for spending the afternoon with me. I very much appreciate it, and thank you too for following if you did. It looks like 2 of you did. I think that's what it's showing me. So thank you again, and hopefully see you next week. Bye for now.